Hey there everyone, this is Matt for Creative Reviews. Today we are with part 4 of our Droid X on Verizon and from Motorola, Android Droid X durability tests. In the first part we threw this we dropped this from waist level, arm level, and threw it up and let it fall on grass, and it did fine. Then in the second part we threw it straight up in the air and let it land on asphalt. It got pretty high up, no damage whatsoever. We threw it down the driveway, also no damage. And what finally cracked the screen was throwing it straight up, letting this hit the side of the house, and it then shattered the screen, as you can see here. But the phone worked. The phone itself was still responsive and it worked. So in part 3, what we did was we put it 20 seconds under the hose outside. It still was fiddling around, but the buttons were responsive, the screen was still on, it flickered a little bit, and you could tell the touchscreen was a little bit sensitive, but I think it was being overwhelmed by other inputs that it thought was, happening around it. Finally, what did it in was maybe 30 seconds underwater in a small shallow plate. You can see all of these on Creative Reviews. Right now we're going to test the frame and see how long this can stand up. We're going to use a bat and kind of beat a dead horse to death again. So let's pick you up here. We're going to put this phone on its side if it will allow. It does not seem to want to stand up, so I may have to put this against a little something here. And then we are literally just going to beat this. I wish I could use my driver to see how far we could just knock this away, but I feel like that would be kind of mean to my driver. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold up this old envelope. We're going to have this stand up next to it, and literally we're just going to hit the phone with a bat straight up in its screen. I'm going to get a good angle on this, and in a short time you'll see how this phone responds to trauma by a bat. First, I'm going to do maybe like a pendulum swing, just seeing what happens, and then I'm going to use force. So up like this, back. Not really much of anything really happened. As you can see, the screen is still shattered, but not much more shattered than anything before. We're going to put the back plate back on, and we're going to actually use some force here. So again, we're placing this upright here. I'm going to set this a little bit far back this time, and I'm going to see if I can actually hit this here using some of my golf skills. Make sure there's nobody coming outside there, so it should be fine. Okay, so let's see how it did. A few pieces flew off the back plate, which tends to fly off. The small front plastic plate also flew off. Leave those here. We have the battery, which is waterlogged, and here we have the trauma from the phone. It's not doing so well. So we're just going to do one last frame test. We've been testing out the screen. Let's see if we can just test out this frame. I'm going to hit it directly in the back with the bat to see. Actually, I might as well just keep the battery inside because That's about how dense it would be. Now remember, this phone is not working anymore, so we're just seeing how tough this frame is. So we're going to put this on its front and simply just hit this on the back and see how durable maybe the camera is in the back plate. Let's see. We finally, whoa, we didn't even break the camera. We just dented it in a little bit. This is a surprisingly durable phone. I mean, the screen is broken, the phone currently does not work, but this frame is really, really durable. One more time. And I think that's just about does it. Oops. All right, so that's it. This is all we have for the durability test today. It's really sunny outside, so I'm not going to stay out here too much longer. But if you've ever been interested in how much a smartphone can take, it can take, at least this one can take a good amount of punishment. It lasted a long time. It started to get a little bit weird when we put the hose on it, but in terms of dropping it, it did really, really well. But that's all we can do for this one. This has been Matt, and we've been doing a durability test and a series of drop tests on an Android Motorola Droid X running on Verizon, originally released in July of 2010. Alright, so let us know what you think. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Blogger. Let us know what you like. Oh, sorry, I said that. Just, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this series.